the long-awaited topic of AI capabilities and how they can help you with your metrics and your insights. I'm a huge fan of using all the latest technologies, but I also like to take a step back and think about what are the really useful use cases and where does it sometimes maybe not make that much sense. So this is my very pragmatic advice of which tools I found really useful, and there's some amazing stuff already happening, and I'm sure it's changing very quickly as well. There will be lots of things I'll be able to update over time as new technologies come out and make some of these things even more advanced and even more user-friendly. But this is a really good starting point for you if you want to explore how you can use AI to elevate and to augment what you're already tracking in the day-to-day, especially when it comes to getting more and better customer insights with less effort. In the past, I've worked with data scientists to use natural language processing, NLP, to help me understand, for example, themes in customer support feedback, or I would get them to help me with analyzing app reviews and some of the common themes. And this is still something I'd recommend doing today, but especially if you want to do at least a quick scan or some quick research, then you can use some of those newer generative AI tools to actually help you get a first sense of common themes in qualitative feedback and help you summarize themes. So let's go through some examples. This is something I've done in the past with the help of a data scientist. This is a manual, what we called a scatter text analysis. This is a technique introduced by Jason Kesslers, and there is a GitHub with the open source code, so data scientists use this quite commonly. This is a really great method to analyze the common words in two categories. So usually you go, what are the common themes in, for example, positive reviews, and what are the themes in negative reviews? But you can compare anything really. You can also compare common themes in one customer segment versus another, whatever those two categories are that you want to compare. So scatter text analysis is really great. It's an advanced way of analyzing themes of customer sentiment. But there are some really great ways you can now do this also yourself, at least for an initial scan. And this is really quick and cost effective, and anyone can do it. In this example here, I was doing some research on different apps that sports teams use to schedule their training sessions. And one of the common tools here, I looked at the App Store reviews and I told, in this case, Microsoft Copilot to analyze the reviews and give me common themes. And it's really useful, by the way, to be specific here. My prompt said specifically, give me the common themes in good reviews, which for me, good reviews means 4 and 5 stars, and bad reviews, which is for me 1 to 3 stars. And you can ask, just analyze the reviews, but sometimes it depends a little bit on the tool, what they consider a good review or a bad review, or if they just do a general wash. I specifically wanted to recreate the comparison between good and bad reviews. So that was the structure I was looking for. That's why I gave it this specific prompt, and I thought it worked really well. And then you can see on the screenshot, it gave me common themes in good reviews and common themes in bad reviews as well. And this was just a great summary to give me an initial picture of what's good and bad, what customers find good or bad about the platform. And I've used Microsoft Copilot in this case, but you can certainly use other tools like ChatGPT or Claude as well. For this particular use case, I quite liked how Copilot displays the different pros and cons as well as the data sources on the bottom. But for other use cases, I use some of the other tools. So with this in mind, happy measuring. I would love to stay in touch and hear from you. Any feedback or follow-up questions, you can find me on insightsdrivenpm.com. That's where you can find more of my writing, for example, on Substack, as well as links to my ebook and the paper book that you can order via Amazon. Or you can also reach out on LinkedIn. I'm very active on there. Don't hesitate to reach out and let me know what else you want me to cover in further material on this. I've now been doing this for many, many years, and I really believe in the impact that having better data practices can have on both the businesses, our customers, and on our own careers. And I'd love to share more content to help you on that journey.